You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Wow. This is a crazy case if I've ever seen one. What we have here is an ex-Virginia Tech football player, Simeon Itute. I'm going to try to, I'm sure I'm going to butcher the guy's name, but he went on a date. A man posed as a woman. A man posed as a woman. Met him on Tinder now, okay? Thought he was going on a date. There was a sexual encounter between the two, and the guy came out that he was a man. And this gentleman right here that played football for Virginia Tech felt like he was violated, taken advantage of. I can't say I blame him, okay? I don't know how a person is supposed to react or should react in a situation like this, but there's definitely something sinister if you can pose as a different sex in order to commit acts, okay? Well, he was acquitted. He was acquitted of murder. Ex-Virginia Tech football player acquitted in beating death of a man who posed as a woman in Tinder date gone bad. Former Virginia Tech football player Simeon Itute, I hope I got that right, was acquitted of murder in the beating death of a man who posed as a woman in a Tinder date gone wrong. A jury in Virginia's Montgomery County Circuit Court found the 19-year-old former player not guilty of a charge of second-degree murder in the beating death of 40-year-old Jerry Smith, Fox News reported. Itute and the openly gay Smith hooked up through the online dating app Tinder, whereupon Smith reportedly performed an oral situation on the then 18-year-old. But Itute later returned to the older man's apartment and then flew into a rage because Itute says Smith misrepresented himself as a woman during their first meeting. The ex-player said on the stand that when he found out his date was a man, he felt, quote, violated. I don't blame him. I would have too. The prosecution argued that the stronger, larger ex-football player delivered a brutal beating to the older 153-pound Smith, but Itute claimed he only punched him 4 or 5 times and kicked him once, so he could get away from what he thought was an armed opponent. Itute testified that he resorted to violence when he thought Smith was reaching for a gun as they argued. While the police did not find a gun in Smith's apartment, they did find a knife under the man's mattress. Attorney Jimmy Turk argued that Itute acted in self-defense after being manipulated by the older man. Turk further argued that Smith was a deceitful and dishonest man who defrauded young men for his own sexual gratification. Jesus, that's terrible. Turk finished his argument by saying Smith perpetrated, quote, a wicked sexual ruse. Itute leaped to his feet and embraced his attorney when the verdict was read. So it sounds to me like that this guy, a person could, in my opinion, the guy that got beaten to death, somebody could refer to him as like a predator. I mean, in my opinion, he knew he was being dishonest, going into these meetings, posing as a female, going through with this lie for his own gratification. And this guy found out about it, felt violated, and they got into an argument. He thought the guy was going for a gun. And he said, I only hit him 4 or 5 times. I kicked him once. I guess the guy died of that. I'm not sure how. Maybe he hit him just right. He is an ex-football player. But I'm sure Itute feels that this was in self-defense. Not only the fact that he was violated by a dude posing to be a woman. Wow. Absolutely crazy. That is crazy. This is the crazy-ass times we're in, folks. Dudes are posing as women. Gay dudes are posing as women. going on Tinder, just Tinder, all right? Everybody that's single at some point had probably taken a run with Tinder. And this guy does this. Wow. And this gentleman felt he had to defend himself, an ex-Virginia Tech football player. Unbelievable. Thought it was an interesting story. I really wanted to share it. Absolutely wild. Peace. I'm out. Till next Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.